All right, YouTube. This is my Scag Turf Tiger. I was having a problem with it, and I couldn't figure out why after 10-15 minutes of mowing, it would cut out. It would just, first it would cut out, and then it would straighten itself out, and it would keep going. You know, it wouldn't cut, the engine wouldn't cut completely out, but it would just act so crazy, like it was cutting out, like it wasn't getting gas. So I thought it was electrical at first, and I thought, well, it's running out of fuel for some reason, so I was thinking that it was the fuel pump. I changed the fuel pump, 300 bucks. It still did it. I changed the fuel regulator. It's right there with that. Oh, I'm doing this one-handed. Right there, fuel regulator. That was like $120. And I know it's not a good idea to just start replacing parts to fix your problem, but I figured at first I really thought it was the fuel pump. And so I went ahead and replaced it, but it wasn't that. So I kept researching it, and I figured, well, you know, the only thing I could, but anyways, let me make a long story short. I kept researching it on the internet, and a lot of other people are having the same problem, but they couldn't figure it out either. But I did come across this one writing post that said they talked to a Scag tech, and he said it was in the evap. So I started researching the evap. That's all they said, was it was in the evap. So I started researching what was the evap. Well, coming out of the tank, there's this. It goes to the canisters right there behind that, the carbon canister, and then it goes up to the, this one's fuel injection, so it's there's a hose that goes up to the top. I'm used to carburetors, but that's a fuel injection. So I followed it up there. It's only a hole in the top, and it's just there. The hoses just breathe right through it. So the fumes are going up to the top of that. So I took this out. Here it is. And you can blow right through it both ways. Well, when you take that out, you're surely going to bust this rubber. All right? That's what happened to me. It broke the rubber. So I ordered one. I figured, okay, let me order that. And sure enough, when I got it, I thought you was going to be able to blow one way, but not the other. But you can blow both ways in that fucking thing also. So I was thinking, that probably ain't the problem either. But because the rubber broke, I went ahead and put it on. It was only like 13 bucks, but by the time you get it, it's 20 something because of the shipping. Sure enough, that is the problem. It doesn't cut out anymore, runs like a dream. And one of the reasons why I knew that might be it is because when the tank was halfway empty, or even only a quarter of the gas in the gas tank, it would take longer to shut off. So what was happening is, somehow, I don't know how it's fixed it, because you can blow in and out of the old one and in and out of the new one. So I'm still stumped why that's working now. But I'm doing this video because a lot of people on the internet, they don't know what is wrong with it. And it's that frickin' thing right here is the problem. When I really, at first my mower was, excuse me for my speech and the way I'm trying to explain this, but get a little excited. I've been so long trying to figure this out, but the last time that I knew I had to fix this, it was cutting out and backfiring and everything. Before it just cut out, it wasn't backfiring, but then it started just backfiring, wouldn't even straighten itself back out or anything. So now I changed that, and it runs like a dream. Don't cut out. You can have a full tank of gas. If that's the problem, the fuller the tank is, the quicker it shuts off. And the reason is, somehow the computer is shutting off the fuel pump when this isn't working. So I just wanted to do this video and let people know that that is your problem. But I also got one other thing I want to explain. I got this wrap down so that rubber on the end, that right there, that dust cover thing on the end, it looks like a beak. It's on the air filter, okay? On this tractor, this is a 2011 or 12 mower. It's also on the end of that carbon canister. It's on this. This goes onto the canister, and then that beak fits over this to keep these filters a little bit clean, but you need to clean them once in a while. And I have lost that beak off of this, and when I went to try to buy one of these, not this, but the beak that fits over it, this is actually smaller than the one on the air cleaner, so you can't just use the one on the air cleaner. So when I went to find that beak for this, there's no part number in this Kawasaki or Scag list. There's no part number for this beak. All the dealers cannot find this little beak that goes on here. And, you know, I'm having a hard time. I want to replace that because I don't want to clean this filter constantly. But if anyone can tell me, this is one outside diameter of this is 1 3/16. So the outside diameter is 1 3/16. So if anybody can find one of these beaks and give me where I can buy one, I'd appreciate it. All right, YouTubers.